Miss Sweet here. How you doing? Good? Alright. This is a video for somebody who is in pre-algebra or maybe algebra 1 if you need a little review. But this is definitely a pre-algebra thing. If you have not already learned a bunch of pre-algebra, maybe pick a different video. Alright, I'm going to show you a couple ways to do this problem. This is called simplifying expressions with distributive property. So there's two different ways I can solve this problem, and I want to show you both of them. The first way is I can follow Pemdas. And the first thing I do when I follow Pemdas is I do whatever's inside the parentheses first. In this case, I do 4 minus 2 is 2. I'm copying the rest just like it was. And then the next thing I do is exponents. There are no exponents. Check. Multiply and divide are actually the same step of Pemdas, and you do them left to right. So the first time I see multiplying is right here. Parentheses, in this case, mean multiplying. This is 2x, because it's x times 2 is 2x. So I just did the multiplying and dividing. I'm going to copy this part down. 5x plus 2x is equal to... Oh, I'm doing the adding, subtracting part of Pemdas. That was how I solve it if I do the parentheses part first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this x times everything that's inside the parentheses. So x times 4 is 4x. Then x times, this is negative 2, is negative 2x. Now I'm going to copy the other part. I already did the multiplying. And now I'm ready to do the adding and subtracting. So 5x plus 2x is 9x. Now, subtracting, I'm going left to right. If the subtracting had been on the left, I would have subtracted first. But the adding was on the left. That's why I added first. 9x minus the 2x, I'm just copying from above. 9x minus 2x is 7x. Same answer. So if I do it this way is called distributive property. If I do it this way with distributive property, or if I do it parentheses first way, either way I get the same answer, which is 7x. I know that really bothers a lot of people. They really want it to follow Pemdas every time and do the parentheses first. And what I'm saying is, in this case, it doesn't matter. You can multiply instead of doing the parentheses first. And that really annoys people. So I want to take this same problem, 5x plus x times 4 minus 2, and I want to turn x into a regular number and prove it to you, both ways. I'm just going to make up a number. 2, 3, negative 12, a 5. Alright, so I just rolled the dice, and for both of these problems, we're going to say x is 5. So if x is 5, I'm going to do something that we call plugging in, or evaluating the expression. So 5 times x is 5 times 5, plus, instead of x, I'm going to write 5, 4 minus 2. Alright, I just plugged it in. I'm evaluating this expression. Going to first do the what's inside the parentheses. So 4 minus 2 is 2. Copying the rest of the problem. the next thing I'm going to do in Pemdas, I did parentheses, exponents, there are none, multiplication, division. All right, this is 25 plus, this is also multiplication, parentheses is multiplication, 10. So that's 25 plus 10. Now I'm ready for addition and subtraction, left to right. I got 35 is my answer. Now it's time for the distributive property first. We'll see what we get this time. I'm keeping x5s. We're going to compare these. 5x is 5 times 5. Plus, instead of x, I'm writing 5. 4 minus 2. I'm doing the distributive property first. 5 times 4 is 20. And 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. Alright, I'm ready to do multiplication division now. So 5 times 5, this is a times sign. 5 times 5 is 25, plus the other stuff. Now it's time for addition, subtraction, left to right. 25 plus 20 is 45, minus the 10 is 35. Same answer. It doesn't matter if I do the parentheses first or if I do this distributive property thing. Now I want to compare that answer, 35, to my simplified answer if x is still 5. Do you remember when we originally solved this, we got 7x? 7x, that was our simplified answer. And then when we plugged everything in, we got 35. I want to go back to that 7x. If x is 5, that's what we've been saying. We just made it up. We actually rolled the dice. Remember that? So instead of writing x, I'm going to write 5. So 7 times 5 equals 35. Oh, yeah, we did it. We did it. 7x is the same thing. It's 35.